guys, and welcome back to Creative Pet Keeping. As you can see, the setup I had over here is temporarily gone. It's just over here in the other room. It's kind of messy because I am reorganizing everything and I just wanted to have really good access here. And I don't know how I'm gonna move things around, but so far this is what's going on here. I have the Endler fry as well as the parents in this tank for now. This is going to be the the koi betta grow out tank. But for now, the Endlers are in here until they're big enough for me to move them into the community fish tanks that I have. And then here is the koi male somewhere. Actually, he's in somewhere. He's probably hiding in his little house. Hey, mister. Come say hi to the YouTubers. Oh, there he is. Told you. Yep, he was hiding. He's right there. Can't see him. I did a water change, but I haven't cleaned or really organized this tank yet. I also changed the filter to a sponge filter just because the other filter takes a while to take apart to clean every time, and because I'm maintaining more tanks now, I just swapped it out because this is easier. You just literally take this out, squeeze it in some tank water, and then you're good. So for now this tank looks ugly, but that's okay. I'm gonna make it really pretty. Then moving on to the Betta fry tank, I just did a water change, a very large one, this time 80%. I put a lid from a Tupperware container in the back because I noticed that it's a little easier to film and see the little baby bettas that way. So let me actually show them to you. So here they are. I'm not using the macro lens, so it's going to be a bit hard to focus on them. But here they are. I added some Jungle Val so that to make this tank look more natural. I really like to strive for more natural looking environments when raising fish. I just feel like even though this is just a fry tank, it's nothing fancy. It's kind of nice that it's very pleasant to look at. If it's got some stones, and that's a lava rock from a different tank that bacteria can grow on, that's why it's there. But we got some driftwood, some stones, some plants, the bubble filter. I know that I have a kind of semi-strong. It's not really that strong, but the bettas are handling it fine. I've seen them swimming around with no problem. So here are all the babies. They're growing out really well. I do have a few that are still quite small, but the large water changes should help them catch up. And then I need to feed them. They have some of Rapashi gel food somewhere over there, yeah, on the driftwood they can eat, but I need to give them some brine shrimp. So speaking of brine shrimp, I just hatched some right now, and if you can see, let me see if I can zoom in. So this is what little brine shrimps look like right now. They're swimming around. The stuff at the top is shells from their eggs. Now I still need to hatch a lot more. There's still a lot of eggs in here, but I am going to harvest just a little bit. And I'm going to put them right here in this container. So what I do is I unhooked the airline tubing and I just clipped the tube that goes from here. I'm going to do this one-handedly. I kind of clip it to the top of the tank. That's okay that fell. That's just a bubble tube. So here is the tube. As you can see, it's starting to fill up. So I'm just going to do this really quick. And then, yeah, that's enough. Okay. And then put this back up. And now I'm going to need to turn off the camera for a sec so I can, but here's the brine shrimp. So I can put the tube bubbler in here so it could continue bubbling. So hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I attached, as you can see, I attached the airline tubing with the check valve back in here. And here are some of my brine shrimp. There they are. Let me show them to you guys. Look how cute. So what I'm actually gonna do, before feeding them to the betta, I've actually been putting some powdered food in here. Some fry powdered food, and leaving them in here for about 10 to 15 minutes so some of these shrimps can actually eat some of the powdered food. And I wipe this up. And then what happens is when the baby bettas eat the brine shrimp, they also get the powdered food that is fortified with a lot of vitamins and a lot of other goodies. So let me do that. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. So I have a little bit of tank water in here, and then this is the fry growth food. And then I take a bit, not a whole lot, and then I mix it in here so it distributes. And then what I'll do is I'll pour it in here, and then just to make sure, I'll kind of move this around a little bit, and then I'll leave these guys next to the light for the next 10 to 15 minutes so they can kind of eat the food. Sometimes I'll leave it longer, for even half an hour, but that's what I do. Okay, so this is a syringe that I use. I got this from a long time ago when Mookie was sick and he needed medicine. So I cleaned it up and I'm using it for my brine shrimp. So what I do is, let me try to do this one-handed. I use the syringe, ooh, goodness gracious, and there, that's the best I can do one-handedly. And I get the brine shrimp, and it doesn't want to focus, in here, as you can see. And then what I can do is then kind of squirt some in here. I'm gonna give them more later, but I want the brine shrimp to hang out with the food a little longer. But this is kind of what it looks like. The brine shrimp are going to move around, disperse around the tank, and for a while they're going to swim around, and eventually they'll kind of gather on the bottom and kind of just wiggle, which is why people say it's not advised to use gravel in a baby fry tank, because if you do feed brine shrimp, what happens is they can get stuck in the gravel and the babies can get to them. But as you can see, all the babies are kind of coming out. They can tell already when the brine shrimp is here. So they kind of come out of their hiding, and then they start hunting and getting all the little brine shrimps. Let me get more comfortable down here. There we go. So look at them. Look at so many. All of them are coming out. They definitely are a lot easier to film against a white background. But here are all the babies eating all the little brine shrimp. Let me see if I can zoom in on any of them and see if I can focus. You can kind of see them. It's not focusing too well. Whoa, now it's super confused. But yep, this is a good update. The babies are over 2 weeks old. And look at all them coming out and eating. Maybe I could try to film them with my macro lens, but for now you can kind of really see them all. And they're gonna very quickly eat all the brine shrimp. I'm gonna give them a little more in half an hour. But they're doing really well. I'm watching them to see if any of them will have swim bladder problems. I haven't really noticed any yet, but I'm not really sure if any of them do, or how easy it would be to spot, or if it'll show up later. But we'll see, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this update. I will update you guys on the other tanks next week. There's gonna be a video on Monday that's gonna be very cool, as I'm gonna be reviewing a product from another YouTuber, so that's really exciting. So definitely check that out and look forward to that. I hope that you have an awesome week. I hope that you, especially weekend, have so much fun this weekend. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you already haven't. Share this video with friends. Give this video a thumbs up. And in the comments down below, let me know what you think of all these babies and help me guess how many are in here. Maybe you can count them all. Who knows? Who knows? But they're so cute. So I'm gonna see you guys on Monday.